and gentlemen, for the first time ever, a Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II stealth fighter has been hit. The most advanced combat aircraft in the world was forced into an emergency landing at a US base in the Middle East. A jet designed to be invisible struck by Iran. Iran is calling it a turning point in this war, a collapse of the myth of American military invincibility, and the claims may not be entirely without reason, because the F-35 is not just another fighter jet. Each aircraft costs anywhere between $80 to $120 million per unit. It is the backbone of the American air power. Built with stealth technology designed to evade radars, engineered to survive the most hostile airspaces. Costing $2 trillion over 20 years, and it gets clipped by a missile belonging to a military that US President Donald Trump has declared that US forces had decimated Iran's ability to retaliate. Within minutes of making this statement, look at this.
There, just about everything there is to obliterate, including leadership. The Navy's gone, their Air Force is gone, their anti-aircraft equipment is gone. We're flying wherever we want, Pete. We have nobody even shooting at us.
US has lost at least 16 military aircraft since the start of this war, and with the cost of war rising, the debate in United States is about strategy and the price being paid. Unlike India, when during Operation Sindoor, opposition leaders wanted a detailed count of Indian jets lost, particularly the Rafales. Why? Because it would help boost their political ammunition, as leaders like Rahul Gandhi had been vehemently opposing their acquisition in the first place. But compulsive criticism is something that the Indian opposition does not refrain from, war or otherwise. And even when there are aberrations like Shashi Tharoor, who hail India's diplomatic maneuvering, their own party members rush in to dismiss them.
Restraint is not surrender, restraint is strength. It's a way of showing that we know what our interests are, and we will act first of all to protect our interests.
With all due respect, मैं उनसे बुरी तरह से डिसएग्री करती हूं। मुझे लगता है भारत की चुप्पी निंदनीय है, भारत की चुप्पी शर्मिंदा करने वाली है, भारत की चुप्पी कहीं ना कहीं जो हमारी एक नैतिकता थी उस पर सवाल उठाती है।
The Congress insists India has been silent and that people are paying the price for this silence. But the truth is, India is not silent. It is speaking to the right people, the right way. In just the last 24 hours, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has spoken to Qatar, Jordan, Oman, Malaysia and France. These conversations over West Asia, Europe and Southeast Asia regions that are directly impacted by the conflict and its ripple effect.
Prime Minister spoke with His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Amir of Qatar, and conveyed warm greetings, Eid greetings to him and the people of Qatar. Prime Minister reiterated that India stands in solidarity with Qatar and strongly condemned the attacks on region's energy infrastructure. Prime Minister expressed gratitude for the care and support extended by the Amir of Qatar to the Indian community, and both sides reaffirmed their strong support for safe and free navigation through the Strait of Hormuz.
Whether it is LPG or crude oil or fertilizers, the government is exploring all the alternatives from Russia to Jordan. All hotlines have been activated, but Indian opposition insists this is just not enough.
जिस प्रकार उन्होंने चाइना को और रूस को स्ट्रेट ऑफ हार्मुज से उनके वेसल्स जो वो कार्गो शिप वगैरह जो उनको पार करने की अनुमति दी गई, भारत को नहीं मिली थी, तो ये डिले क्यों हुआ?
लेकिन मुझे लगता है सरकार को इस विषय पे कड़े कदम उठाने की आवश्यकता है। सिर्फ बात कर लेने से, खबर बनाने से, सिर्फ पीआर कर देने से जो हमारे देश की एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी है वो पूर्ण नहीं हो पाएगी।
तो हम लोग का विदेश नीति है जो दिन प्रतिदिन कमजोर होते जा रहा है। जिस प्रकार से ट्रंप का बदसाहत पूरे दुनिया पर चल रहा है, तो आप बताइए, देश में युद्ध चल रहा है, दर्जनों देश जो है आज में तबाही मचा हुआ है, उस पे आप चुप क्यों हैं?
It's very sad and troublesome to note, in such a circumstance, are criticizing the government while the government itself is doing everything that it could do to protect national interests, to look at our energy security, to look at the interests of the common man. And yet the opposition parties are just criticizing for the sake of criticizing.
But despite the best efforts, for the first time, fuel prices have been hiked, but only for the premium petrol, not for the normal one, which constitutes only 2 to 4% of the total petrol sold. This is unlike massive overall hikes in several countries across the world. The Congress, however, says the reprieve is temporary. Wait till elections are over.
पेट्रोल के प्राइस में जो आप इंक्रीज की बात कर रहे हैं वो नॉर्मल पेट्रोल में कोई प्राइस इंक्रीज नहीं हुआ है, सिर्फ एक प्रीमियम कैटेगरी जो है उसमें कुछ इंक्रीज है एंड दैट इज हार्डली 2, 3 और 4% ऑफ द एंटायर पेट्रोल विच इज सोल्ड एवरी डे. तो वो ऐसा नहीं है कि पेट्रोल में आम जनता के लिए कोई प्राइस इंक्रीज किया गया है.
For these assembly elections to get over, the normal petrol diesel prices will also go up.
इस मौके पर भी सरकार ने प्रीमियम में 2 रुपये 70 पैसे बढ़ाए हैं, इंडस्ट्रियल पेट्रोल डीजल पे बढ़ाए हैं, लेकिन जो आम लोग पेट्रोल का यूज कर रहे हैं उसका दाम नहीं बढ़ा है.
That Modi Sarkar can do nothing right has been the India Alliance's stated policy, a tendency that was also seen when they attacked the NDA over diplomatic fallout with Canada over Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Their narrative has now been effectively dismantled, not by the BJP, not by Prime Minister Modi, not by the Modi Sarkar either, but by Canada's own police chief. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police has now said there is no evidence linking India to criminal or covert activity in Canada. No clandestine operations, no transnational regressions, and no India-linked crimes. The previous Trudeau government had accused India of involvement in the killing of Nijjar, and the charges had triggered one of the worst diplomatic crises between the two nations. While Indian government had rejected those accusations from day one, calling them politically motivated and without evidence, India's opposition had refused to take their word for it. And now Canada's own top police official is saying exactly what India has been saying all along.
Over the past number of weeks, Canadian security agencies have been actively pursuing credible allegations of a potential link between agents of the government of India and the killing of a Canadian citizen, Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the Motorola legitimate question on the News Hour tonight. Whether it is United States, Iran or Canada, will India alliance change its foreign policy of latching on to any narrative to pin down their own government, the government of India? That's the question, and that's the debate on the other.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate on the News Hour tonight, Shehzad Poonawalla, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist, political commentator, Sushant Sareen, defense and strategic expert, also senior fellow at the ORF. Joining the debate also with me in the studios, Vivek Silas, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Nivan Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party. But my first question goes to Congress leader Ashwini Kumar Mishra. And Ashwini Kumar Mishra, I want to ask you, everything that the Indian government is wrong if you listen to the Congress party. Well, some in the Congress party, because there are others like Shashi Tharoor, Manish Tiwari, who seem to understand foreign policy a lot better, but certainly not acceptable within the Congress party. Whether it is US, whether it is our dealings with the rest of the world, whether it is the issue on Canada, which the Congress made hullabaloo about, today, do you think it is time to apologize? Because Canada clearly was running a motivated tirade against India. Now that that leadership has changed and the vote bank politics has gone out of the window, Canada has made the admission itself. So, Ashwini Kumar Mishra, will you give a little bit of credit to the Modi Sarkar?
Navika ji, good evening to you, fellow panelists and your viewers. I want to thank you to at least highlight that this government had failed in foreign policy with Canada, with the earlier Canadian government. If we speak that today's Canadian government is accepting something which previous government was not accepting and labeling us on certain things, that means at least we were failed that point of time. Let's acknowledge that. Because what I feel is, you are asking about opposition is questioning Modi ji's every policy or every decision. Our problem is that we don't have a master stroke syndrome, Navika ji. We ask question when Modi ji के पास एक सीटी है, मोदी सीटी पे जाते हैं, सब लोग दौड़ने लगते हैं. But we ask question why we have to run. मोदी सीटी
इसीलिए तो आप वहीं खड़े हैं.
लोग रुक जाते हैं.
इसीलिए तो आप 2014 से वहीं खड़े हैं. एक कदम नहीं चल पाए. ना सीटी सुनाई देती है, ना देश की आवाज.
नाविका जी, देश की आवाज आप हमने स्टूडियो से बाहर निकलिए और देखिए, जो चाय 10 रुपए की बिकती थी वो 25 रुपए की बिक रही है. देश की आवाज ये है, गरीब आदमी के लिए खाने का नहीं है. पेट्रोल के रेट 2 रुपए पावर के बढ़ गए, इवेंचुअली वो भी बढ़ जाएंगे. जब हमारी सरकार थी 145 रुपए डॉलर प्रति बैरल मिलता था. मोदी जी के टाइम पे 105 मिला था. मोदी जी क्या बोले थे? आई एम लकी मैन, मैं भाग्यशाली हूं कि रेट कम हो गया, मैं पेट्रोल का रेट कम क्यों करूं. अभी हम उसको भी मास्टर स्ट्रोक बोल रहे हैं कि रेट नहीं बढ़ाया. जो रेट ऑलरेडी पिछले 11-12 साल से ऑलमोस्ट डबल था, उसको अगर आप नहीं बढ़ा रहे हो कुछ टाइम के लिए, हाउ इज दैट अ मास्टर स्ट्रोक? हाउ इज दैट win for Modi government? The problem is we are not habitual to ask the important question. We are so much into this government praising, government policy praising, that we have set aside the interest of 90% people. And if you look at the Canada or any foreign government, for them India is a 15 crore people's market, because the 10% Indians, which volumes to 15 crore, has significant wealth. For them they are concerned about this India only. But Modi ji as a government should concern about the rest of the 90%.
आपको ईद मुबारक कहती हूँ, और ईदी में कोशिश करूंगी आपको थोड़ा सा लॉजिक भिजवा दूं. ईदी के हिसाब से आप थोड़ा सा लॉजिक अपने पास रख लीजिएगा, क्योंकि बहुत जरूरत है आपको इसकी. लेकिन शहजाद पूनावाला, प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड and try and explain to him that Trudeau government was working on its own vote bank politics, and the fact that we had pulled out our diplomats from there clearly showed that our relationship with Canada was frayed even then. आज उसके लिए हामी मांग रहे हैं. अब क्या ही कहूं.
देखिए, when the entire world is divided into several camps, and even the international institutions and big countries, they are unable to control situation of war. Whether it is Tehran, whether it is Tel Aviv, or whether it is Toronto, one thing that is showing that India is winning is India's diplomacy, which I call as Modi-plomacy. And this Modi-plomacy is making us win every time. Now, this is new definition of losing or being wrong, when we are still on our 2023 position that we had nothing to do with the killing of Niger. The Canadian government, one element was blaming us. Congress sided with them, said we are not being invited for G7. Eventually, we went for G7, and we were the centerpiece of that entire program. And now the Canadian government has changed its stand and said that no, we are sorry, there was no involvement of Indian government, but it is a failure of the Indian government. It is the similar failure that Maldives, which used to say India out, is now come and given red carpet welcome to Prime Minister Modi. Sri Lankan leadership at one point of time was very anti-India. The first person they invited to India after winning the election, to Sri Lanka after winning the elections, was the Indian government and its representatives. But having said that, look, whether it is Toronto, how we have changed the position there, this shows that we have succeeded there. Whether it is Tehran, they used to say कि ईरान से दोस्ती खत्म हो चुकी है. Iran has only allowed India, apart from 1 or 2 nations, to allow its ship to pass through Strait of Hormuz. Now they said Shivalik and Nanda Devi were not coming to India. They said they were going to Jackson, USA. Jackson, USA हम का कोई पोर्ट नहीं है, पर उन्होंने वहां पे शिप भिजवा दी. And Congress always puts परिवार नीति and their own party नीति above राष्ट्र नीति. Just 10-20 seconds more. You would remember, Navika ji, how they have been lying. They said that the Iranian ship was sunk in Indian waters. What was the fact? We had given refuge to ship Lavan. They wanted Indians to be targeted. They kept saying we have taken an anti-Iran position. Even the Iranian ambassador said that India is a friend. They wanted Indians to be targeted in Gulf region. Therefore, they did not say even one word for that 1 crore Indians. They have been constantly spreading lies and panic on LPG, on cylinder, and on petroleum. The fact of the matter is that there are adequate supply and reserves of crude oil, petroleum. In fact, from the last 4 years, petrol, diesel prices have not changed in India. Even today, premium petrol, which is used only by 1 or 2% of the people, has been increased, but the common man has been protected. But on on the other hand, I want to ask them which issue they have supported. AI summit, देश का summit था ना. अखिलेश यादव जी also said, वहां पर जाकर विरोध, COVID vaccine का विरोध, they said it was a BJP vaccine. Then Operation Sindoor, entire world saw, and there also Tharoor and Tiwari ji said that Operation Sindoor, we made Pakistan surrender, but they did not stand with the armed forces. So this shows Modi विरोध में ये देश नीति विरोध में आ जाते हैं. That is the reality.
Well, विवेक साइलेंस में मैं पूछना चाहती हूं आपसे. It is a situation that the world is in, not out of its choice. It has been imposed. This war has been imposed on nations like ours. It is not of our choosing that this has happened. Yet, may I just point out to you that India has not been silent, that the charge that is being made by the opposition day after day after day. I just want to play out the statement that has been made by Vikram Doraiswamy, India's ambassador to the UK, now moved to China. What he said and how he condemned these attacks on ships in the Straits of Hormuz. So we have condemned where it is required, but in diplomacy, parliament की तरह वैसे तमाशे तो नहीं हो सकते ना. Diplomacy में इसी तरह कहा जाता है, which India has taken a position. I want to ask you, are you with India or are you with the rest of the world, looking at everything from that lens and not looking at it from India's interest point of view?
We have repeatedly said, Navika ji, that we are with the interest of India and we stand by our country, you know. लेकिन आज अगर आप देखिए मोदी जी क्या कर रहे हैं. आपने बताया कि मोदी जी कतर से भी बात कर रहे हैं, ओमान से भी बात कर रहे हैं, फ्रांस से भी कर रहे हैं और मलेशिया से भी कर रहे हैं. जहां जो लोग युद्ध कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो इजराइल हो, ईरान हो या अमेरिकन हो, उनसे मोदी जी बात ही नहीं कर रहे हैं. अरे आप तो विश्व गुरु हैं. आपको अपने फादरलैंड इजराइल से बात करना चाहिए या माई फ्रेंड डोनाल्ड से बात करना चाहिए. जैसे अभी शहजाद जी ने कहा कि हमारे ईरान से बहुत अच्छे रिश्ते हैं, तो आपको ईरान से बात करनी चाहिए. वो आप नहीं कर रहे हैं. दुनिया भर में बात कर रहे हैं आप कि लेकिन एट द एंड ऑफ द डे द वॉर शुड स्टॉप. If we got two ships from the Strait of Hormuz, well, I know that they came from the Strait of Oman, but okay, if we even agree it came from the Strait of Hormuz, there were 88,000 tons of LPG in that, and the requirement in India is 90,000 tons per day. So it's not even worth one day what the policy of the government, the current government is there. But we are making a hue and cry ki we have achieved a lot of things. As far as Canada is concerned, you know, when it was said that the RNW and RAW and Home Minister Amit Shah was responsible for the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, even US and the Australians condemned it, कि yes, there was a hand of India, it was a master stroke. और आजकल तो क्लीन चिट देने का पूरा मौसम ही चल रहा है. डोनाल्ड ट्रंप क्लीन चिट खुद को दे रहे हैं कि भैया हमने साउथ ईरान पे तेल के डिपो पे हमला नहीं किया. मोदी जी चाइना को क्लीन चिट देने में मस्त थे कि ना कोई आया है ना कोई गया है. तो क्लीन चिट देने का तो इस समय मौसम ही चल रहा है, कौन किसको क्लीन चिट दे रहा है या नहीं दे रहा है. आज सबसे बड़ा सवाल यह है कि हिंदुस्तान किस तरह से इसको टैकल करेगा, उसकी फॉरेन पॉलिसी क्या है और हमारा इंटरेस्ट क्या है, उसमें ज्यादा.
साइलेंस जी, पहले तो आप होमवर्क करके आया करिए. इंडिया ने ईरान से बात नहीं की है इज फैक्चुअली इनकरेक्ट. इंडिया इज नॉट स्पोकन टू यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स इज इनकरेक्ट.
To stop the war.
To stop the war.
Yeah, of course.
भाई आप क्यों नहीं वॉर रुकवा रहे भाई? क्यों नहीं वॉर रुकवा रहे शहजाद पूनावाला? चलिए स्टेट्स ऑफ हॉर्मुज में जाइए और वॉर रुकवाइए. सफेद झंडा लेके चले जाइए.
पापा वॉर रुकवा दी, तो इसको भी रुकवा दीजिए.
एक मिनट, अलाउ हिम टू.
विवेक जी, हम तो युद्ध रुकवाने की छोड़ो, हम तो युद्ध चाहे स्टार्ट ही ना हो इसके लिए पैरवी कर रहे थे. हमने एक नहीं अनेकों साइड, इनफैक्ट आप नोट करेंगे, प्लीज थोड़ा धैर्य से, मैंने भी आपकी बात सुनी. एक ही नेता और एक ही देश है जो ईरान और इजराइल दोनों से, रशिया यूक्रेन दोनों से, अमेरिका रशिया दोनों से बात करने की स्थिति में है डिप्लोमेटिक वेंटेज पॉइंट की वजह से, वो है नरेंद्र मोदी एंड इंडिया. आज हमारी प्रैग्मेटिक प्रिंसिपल मल्टी अलाइनमेंट की वजह से हम सभी देशों से बात कर रहे हैं। हमने ईरान से 6 बार बात की है, हमने इजराइल से प्लीज सर सुन लीजिए, मल्टीपल बार बात की है, और ईरान और इजराइल दोनों को बोला कि ये युद्ध का नहीं, ये बुद्ध का जमाना है। दोनों को बोला टेरिटोरियल इंटेग्रिटी मेंटेन कीजिए, दोनों को बोला सिविलियन कैजुअलिटी नहीं होने चाहिए, और उससे ज्यादा जो हमारे गल्फ में लोग रहते हैं 1 करोड़, उनसे भी हमने बात की। आप तो केवल ईरान की पैरवी कर रहे थे। ईरान के हमले में हमारे भारत के लोग, गल्फ में 5 लोग मारे गए, उस पर आपने एक शब्द नहीं बोला। 10 सेकंड लेट मी कंप्लीट, यू हैव आस्क्ड मेनी क्वेश्चंस। विवेक जी प्लीज। दूसरी बात, आपको क्या लग रहा है हम शिप टू शिप जी रहे क्या देश में? एलपीजी और एलएनजी की स्थिति में इंडिया में 60 to 70-80% इंडिया में ही मैन्युफैक्चर होता है। उल्टा मैं आपको एक और खबर सुनाना चाहता हूं, पिछले कुछ दिनों में इंडिया का प्लीज एलपीजी एलएनजी प्रोडक्शन 35% न केवल बढ़ा है, देश का डेली यूरिया प्रोडक्शन 22% बढ़ा है। तो प्लीज, एंड बाय द वे 2 शिप नहीं आई हैं, आई विल गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल, जगलाड़की भी आई है, और आपको पता है क्यों इनको दर्द हो रहा है? एक चाइना के लिए रशिया की शिप जा रही थी, उसका नाम है एफ्रामैक्स, वो डाइवर्ट करके रशियन हमारे पास भेज रहे। ये कहते हैं रशियन ऑयल नहीं खरीद रहे रशिया, और अभी पता है नया लाए, पाकिस्तान इज बाइंग रशियन ऑयल। अरे मूर्खो, पाकिस्तान कांट बाय रशियन ऑयल, 10 सेकंड, क्योंकि वो यूरल्स है, वो रिफाइन ही नहीं कर सकता। पाकिस्तान कांट बाय रशियन ऑयल।
The point really, the bottom line, Anand Ranganathan, being that either the opposition is unwilling to look at the facts. Every statement that comes out is poo-pooed. अरे ये गल्फ ऑफ ओमान से आ रहा है, ये स्ट्रेट ऑफ हॉर्मुज से नहीं आ रहा, no call has been made to Iran, they are not stopping the war. I want to ask you, is this just what we have called it all through? Compulsive criticism without being based on facts, only because the agenda is target Modi.
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, I agree to you in a limited way. Yes, it is compulsive criticism, but I don't mind it. They are free to criticize as much as they want. They are free to hate Modi as much as they want. But the point here is that in their eagerness to hate and oppose Modi, they have started hating and opposing India. In the case of the current Iran war, and also in the last couple of years, maybe 3 to 4 years, Modi's foreign policy has been almost faultless. Right now, India is like an elephant on a unicycle, on a greased tightrope, juggling flaming fire pins under a trench that is filled with crocodiles. For the first time in 65 years since non-aligned movement was started by Jawaharlal Nehru, for the first time, we actually are non-aligned, not the hollow speak of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, when we were totally aligned with USSR and then a vassal state. Right now, we are actually non-aligned because you know what makes a nation to be non-aligned? It actually takes enormous strength and power to be non-aligned. And that is what we are. 3 years, we have continued to buy Russian oil despite all opposition by the West, by the America, by the sanctions that have been imposed on us hypocritically, almost 1 million barrels per day. And we've increased it by 43%. And as far as the foreign policy is concerned, yes, this foreign policy is wrong, because I agree with Congress. Foreign policy should be where India sells its land like it did in Aksai Chin, where India sells its air like it did over Hajipir Pass, where India sells its water like it did in the Indus Water Treaty. जब तक अपना लैंड, अपनी हवा, अपना पानी ना बेचो, उसको फॉरेन पॉलिसी सक्सेस नहीं कहेंगे। यही कांग्रेस की फॉरेन पॉलिसी है। अब मैं जल्दी से वेरी लिमिटेड वे में आता हूं कि ये हेट्रेड फॉर मोदी, हेट्रेड फॉर इंडिया कैसे हो गया। नाविका एलपीजी की नाविका आई डिडंट इंटरप्ट Please, Ashwini ji, I didn't interrupt. I know.
Supporting Nehruji's policy of non-aligned movement.
भाई वो तो शशि थरूर ने भी कह दिया that the legacy of Nehru policy is actually being followed by Modi.
तो Nehru ji, Modi ji is following Nehru na. Fine, done. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
One minute, one at a time. Gentlemen, I told you that foreign policy debates cannot be like parliamentary debates कि किसी को कुछ समझ में ना आए क्योंकि आपने करना हो हल्ला है. One at a time. Allow Anand to finish and then I'm getting in Ashwini. His name was called.
Yes. Modi ji is actually truly following a policy that was started and formulated by Nehru that was never followed by Nehru. ये भी extra sentence जोड़ दिए जो मैंने कहा था भूलिए मत. Now, number 2, LPG पे आता हूं because that affects our country. Now look, yes, agree that 60, Vivek ji, I don't expect this from you, I expect it from Ashwini ji. 60% of our LPG imports come from the Gulf. 90% of that through the states. Yes, there is a problem. Nobody is denying that. But can we also admire this government that within a span of 24 hours, we have actually delivered the increased capacity by 30% by diverting the propane and butane that was used for other purposes into the LPG pool. And we have a reserve for 1 month. So all the panic that was created is now subsiding. At least thank their Vivek ji. आप तो मदद करिए, अश्विनी की जगह मत करिए, देश के साथ खड़े होइए आप.
नहीं आनंद जी, मैं तो बस इसीलिए परेशान हूं कि देश की जनता है जो लाइन में लगी है सिलेंडर के लिए, और आज चर्चा हो रही है धुरंधर की. अरे हम मांग रहे हैं सिलेंडर, विवेक जी आप बोल रहे हैं धुरंधर.
नहीं, एक सेकंड, मैं इसका जवाब देता हूं. मैं इसका जवाब देता हूं.
सिलेंडर की सीरियसनेस में अब इनको धुरंधर से
प्रॉब्लम ये है कि देश में है नरेंद्र, इसलिए इनको लग रहा है कि बवंडर मचाओ बवंडर, और इसलिए ये देख रहे धुरंधर. अच्छा सुन लीजिए,
देश में
बिना देखे इनका मेल्टडाउन हो रहा है.
देखिए ऐसा है कि विवेक जी की गलती नहीं है, वो क्यों पता है लाइन बोल रहे हैं. 2011 का पिक कांग्रेस ने डाला, अब ये सोशल मीडिया कांग्रेस का फॉलो करते हैं. अरे डोमेस्टिक सिलेंडर में इनके प्रवक्ता को सिलेंडर 1 दिन में मिल गया था, मैंने उसके प्रमाण दिए. 10 सेकंड और. आई जस्ट वांट टू से आई एम डिसएग्रीइंग विद मिस्टर आनंद रंगनाथन वेरी स्ट्रांगली ऑन 2 पॉइंट्स. आनंद जी हैज सेड कांग्रेस की फॉरेन पॉलिसी थी, कांग्रेस की फॉरेनर पॉलिसी थी. फॉरेनर पॉलिसी आप ही के शब्द है, आप ही का चुरा के बोल रहा हूं. दूसरी बात, नॉन अलाइंड हम थे, मतलब कोई हमारे साथ अलाइन नहीं होता था. आज हम मल्टी अलाइंड है. सो आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट आनंद जी, बिकॉज हिज वॉइस इट शुड बी कॉल्ड
मल्टी अलाइनमेंट इज व्हाट वी आर डूइंग एंड वी आर अवेयर ऑफ द सिचुएशन इन द वर्ल्ड. बट निवान शर्मा जी, in the opposition to Narendra Modi is the opposition actually taking the stage and becoming anti-India. Look at the questions that were raised about our relationship with Canada, just like questions are now being raised about relationship with Iran, US, Israel. हर चीज पर तो सवाल है. Canada back off किया ना, ईरान से बात चल रही है ना, safe passage ships को मिला ना. When there is a war situation, obviously this is not a 2-minute noodle kind of solution that you can get. It takes time, and we are talking to every side. Should the opposition not stand shoulder to shoulder? In US, the F-35 has been down. Nobody is saying कितने जेट गिर गए. यहाँ तो ये भी सवाल पूछा जाता था during Operation Sindoor. What kind of an opposition have you become? Anti-country, anti-India?
नाविका जी, आप हमारी बात शायद हमें उस लिस्ट से बाहर निकाल दीजिए, बिकॉज वी हैव ऑलवेज सपोर्टेड द गवर्नमेंट ऑन इंटरनेशनल स्टेजेस. वी सपोर्टेड द AI समिट आल्सो. वी हैव ऑलवेज सपोर्टेड द गवर्नमेंट ऑन 370 आल्सो. वी सपोर्टेड द गवर्नमेंट ऑन ऑपरेशन सिंदूर आल्सो. हमने हमेशा सरकार का साथ दिया है जब भी इंटरनेशनल मंच पे बात हुई. एंड वी हैव ऑलवेज सेड, इन कनाडा के वक्त भी वी ऑलवेज सेड दैट वी आर नॉट डिपेंडेंट ऑन कैनेडाज क्लीन चिट. आप लोग डिपेंडेंट होंगे कनाडा की क्लीन चिट के लिए, हम नहीं थे. हमने वी अपोज्ड कनाडा देन आल्सो, जब उन्होंने हमारे हाई कमिश्नर को हटाया था. हमने पुल्ड आउट नहीं किया था, उन्होंने हटाया था. हमने अपोज किया था इसका, जबकि बीजेपी ने भी इसका अपोज नहीं किया था. और दूसरी बात, अभी आप मोदी जी का गुणगान करते रहे, ये रंगनाथन जी और ये सब जितने भी हैं, मोदी जी का गुणगान करते रहिए. दिल्ली के अंदर 9 लोगों की हत्या हो गई आग लगने से. फायर ब्रिगेड की लिफ्ट नहीं खुली इस वजह से. इस देश में हम रह रहे हैं, बड़ी बड़ी चर्चाएं. वी कैन डू अ लॉट ऑफ इंटरनेशनल स्टफ एंड वी कैन डिस्कस अ लॉट.
क्या हो रही है?
But our country is going through hell right now because of this BJP government. और इंटरनेशनल स्टेजेस पे बात करेंगे तो 3 बड़े फेलियर्स हैं बीजेपी के. इकोनॉमिक फेलियर, डिप्लोमेसी फेलियर और इनका स्ट्रेटेजिक फेलियर. इकोनॉमिक फेलियर में ये लोग 93 हो गया हमारा ऑयल का प्राइस, और ये लोग सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं. और फ्यूल प्राइसेस जो हैं वो लोगों के गैस प्राइसेस बढ़ गए.
93 आई थिंक आप रुपी का वैल्यू कहना चाह रहे हैं. रुपी वैल्यू टू द डॉलर कंफ्यूज हो गए. ऑयल प्राइस $108 पर है, बट नेवर माइंड. क्रिटिसाइज ही करना है किसी नंबर से भी कर लीजिए. सुशांत सर, as I said, their job is to criticize. Even if the numbers are wrong, it doesn't matter. आप इमोशन समझिए. इमोशन इज एंटी मोदी.
पूरे देश का इमोशन एंटी मोदी है।
Which is fair enough. Why should they not be anti-Modi? It's their politics.
So
to be
what if they
anti-Modi.
quote the facts
and I
wrong?
don't have any problem with. I am only disappointed about one thing. You know, on this whole Canada thing, earlier there were people like Ashwani ji and others were saying that India was carrying out these kind of operations in Canada, and they were blaming the current government for carrying out these kind of operations. Now Canada is saying that no, India is not carrying out these operations. I would have expected Ashwani ji to say, why isn't India carrying out those operations? Because it's a Pavlovian response from them. Whatever the government does or does not do, they have to do the opposite. So I'm a little disappointed that he should have said that the research and analysis wing should have been carrying out these kind of operations. Why have they stopped? So I don't know, maybe they'll reconsider their position and say that Modi has succumbed to pressure and stopped these operations. Earlier they were saying Modi was carrying out these operations. So I don't know what they want to do. Secondly, I have a problem with this. We have as a people in India, please tell me, if Pandit Nehru made a certain foreign policy, it was made for a certain time period of global politics. Till what time am I obliged to carry on with Pandit Nehru's policy? Why should anybody take pride that Mr. Modi is carrying out Pandit Nehru's policy?
Exactly.
He should follow his own policy. He should make his own policy. The world as India has changed. India's priorities have changed. Why am I going to be wedded with a policy which was made 80 years back? Why should I be? And what is so sacrosanct about that policy? Is it been given to me by God himself that I have to continue following it till kingdom come, till eternity? No. Policies have to change. Let me also be brave enough to say that if today it was not Mr. Modi's government, it was some other government, they would have been doing exactly what the current government is doing. They would not have gotten up on their hind legs to shout from the rooftops either in favor of Israel or in favor of Iran. They would have tried to walk through all these minefields to protect India's interest. This is exactly what any government in India should be doing. This is exactly what the current government in India is doing. My only problem with the government is they, instead of the grandstanding which they are doing, कि हम 4 टैंकर ले आए, 5 टैंकर ले आए, प्राइस अभी हमने बचा के रखा हुआ है. Look, you have to understand there will be a gas shortage going forward. You have to work out a system to try and minimize the shortages which will happen. Prices will have to go up. Navika, either the country's fiscal goes bust or the prices of petroleum will have to go up, right? There is no other option. Rather than doing it after an election is over, prepare the people that these things will have to happen because these are not in our control. If you are importing 85% of your petroleum products from abroad,
Shehzad
and that
Poonawala,
price...
Absolutely.
Shehzad Poonawala, is the government. Is the government actually pulling wool over everybody's eyes by saying सब कुछ ठीक है, सब कुछ ठीक है, सब कुछ चंगा? सब कुछ चंगा नहीं है.
I will come to that
the
question.
global situation is challenging.
Absolutely.
You will have to take some tough calls. So why try to be Mr. Popular?
I will come to that question 30 seconds, but because political comments have been made, let me address that. Somebody said we always stand with the government. When vaccine crisis and COVID crisis was there was one CM who behaved like a salesman of Pfizer and Moderna, saying Bharat ki vaccine mat lo, aap Pfizer or Moderna ki vaccine le lo. You know who was that CM?
We would never
Arvind Kejriwal.
on domestic issues because you have failed miserably.
Navika, I have waited for my turn very patiently. Navika, I am waiting for my turn.
Okay, all right.
I am also a party with 240 MPs.
Nivan Sharma, hold
One
on.
party.
You made the point, he is responding to you only.
Parties which don't have 5 MPs get more time than party which has 240 MPs. Now let me answer, Baba. You are standing with not Indian vaccines, you are standing with foreign-made vaccines. Please, sir, I request you. Vivek ji, don't misuse your position. Secondly, they are saying we are against Khalistani element. We were the one who protested against Canada. ये राघव चड्ढा अभी भी तो इनका ही है ना, अभी तक तो छोड़ा नहीं है. Although he behaves more like a content creator. ये राघव चड्ढा was with Preet Kaur Gill, who advocates for separation of Khalistan from India. एंड ये लेक्चर दे रहे खालिस्तानियों के घर में सोते हैं, गुल पनाग ने बोला. एनीवे, थर्ड पॉइंट पे आते हैं. नाउ what has been said is that this policy is being followed by every state government. Every government would follow this policy. Sushant ji has said. Absolutely. Tharoor ji ne bhi yahi bola कि if Congress was in power, they would also do this thing which is called statecraft. But Congress ने तो थरूर को चमचा बोल दिया. तो अगर चमचा है वो मोदी का तो निकाल दो ना. केरला का कितना बड़ा इंसल्ट है. केरलम का इंसल्ट. And last 10 seconds to address Sushant ji's point. Sushant ji, the criticism against us is, and many party people tell us कि मोदी तो वो व्यक्ति है, बजट आता है चुनाव के टाइम पे तो he does not give popular sops. He says we will walk the policy of fiscal control. We will not give the sops. So this is Modi government.
Well, the balancing act is something that the government is doing. Any government would have done it. My point is only limited to the fact, please, whether you're in the opposition or in the treasury benches, whether you are a commentator or a politician, whether you are a voter of India or a neta, the fact of the matter is India's interest is the first thing that should matter to you. But does it? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. In our hurry to try and criticize the government, are we missing the woods for the trees? Are we missing the realities of the global situation just to show Modi down? I would just say, criticize him as much as you want, but just do not compromise the interests of your own country. And our country is India, Bharat above all. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists joining me on debate number 1.